Good morning. I'm Janie Parrish with the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce, and you are zooming into business right around the corner from the chamber, down to Pardee Street to Josh Carey of Carey and Associates. So good morning, Josh.
Good morning, Janie. How are you today?
Good. You're a great CPA firm, and I remember when you were taking the CPA testing.
Yeah, it's been about 8 years ago now.
Yes, and you know what? You were barely coherent. You were studying so much all the time. Yeah,
Right.
and a lot's changed in that amount of time
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, first of all, tell us about Carey and Associates.
Okay, we're an accounting firm with 2 locations. We have one here in downtown Wadsworth and one over in Seville. Our main focuses of our business are taxes, bookkeeping, and payroll. My father, Daryl, started the business in 2005 after working in another firm for nearly 20 years. I came on full-time in 2009, and like you said, began studying for the CPA exam while working full-time here. So that was quite the experience of trying to get all that done all at once. We do have an experience with a wide variety of businesses, from manufacturing to IT professionals to attorneys, doctors, and realtors, and all sorts of things in between.
Boy, that's a lot. You got a lot on your plate. And so what's so unique about Carey and Associates?
Well, like I said, we're a family-owned business. We bring more than 40 years of accounting experience to the table. Personally, I have a background in finance. I have an MBA in finance, so I do know a lot of people that are in that realm. So combined with the services that we offer, we can help solve a lot of problems for some small businesses. It also allows us to offer larger firm solutions for small firm client care and attention. The more one-to-one. When you come into us, you're generally going to be speaking with either myself or my father instead of someone else. So,
And that's a comfort for a lot of people. Yeah.
oh yeah, we get lots of calls that say, "Hey, I need to talk to Josh," and it's maybe not exactly the most pressing need, but it's something that pretty much anyone that works for us could answer, but they get that extra comfort by me telling them the same thing. So yeah, it does help quite a bit.
So Josh, why do you love what you do?
Both my father and I love helping people, so a lot of what we do is in that window. We have a lot of clients that come to us that may have already started a business but don't really have any idea what to do next. Sometimes we find that they've maybe gone down the wrong path to get started, so we got to help them get on the right path. Several new clients every year have not filed tax returns in several years, so we hope kind of get them started and try to get them caught up and guide them through that process of getting up to date. Oftentimes,
go
ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, Josh.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
No, I was just thinking that, if you hadn't paid your taxes or didn't know what you were doing, sometimes just starting the process of addressing it is just a relief to begin with. And then to come in and have a generational business, that's got to feel good.
Yeah, and some people, like you said, the angst of getting that process started, for some people, they'll call and then it'll be 2 to 3 years before they actually come in. So they know there's a problem, and then even after they know that there's a problem, they still delay it just because they just don't want to know. Like, they just don't want to know how much they're going to owe. And oftentimes we've found that had they just come in right away, we could have gotten a lot of that remedied earlier and not had that much of a problem, really.
And knowing you for all these years that I have, I know with you and your dad, there would be no judgment. We'll just take care of this and get going and get off center here.
Right. Let's get it taken care of, and let's
Yes.
move on to the next year and get a clean slate.
Yep. And I did want to bring this up because in the years that I have known you, since I've been with the chamber, you have had great changes in your life. Yeah.
Oh, a couple, yeah.
Yeah, a couple. When I first met you, you were not dating anybody, and then you started dating your lovely, well, I can't remember her name, and
Renee, my
Renee.
wife Renee. Yep,
I'm so
it's
sorry.
okay.
Diane kept coming to my mind, but it was your mom, and
Right.
your mom's name is Diane, and I knew that wasn't the correct answer. So you started dating Renee, then you had a horrible baseball injury.
Yeah, I got hit in the face with a ball and broke a few bones and had to have some surgery and got that all taken care of. So we're good to go now.
Yeah, then you got engaged, then
Yeah,
you got married, and
yeah,
now you have an almost 3-year-old son.
yeah. He just turned 3 a few days ago. So
So
he's now
yeah,
3.
that's been a lot of changes in a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
been a whirlwind, a lot of fun. Uh,
Oh,
so
that's nice to hear.
yeah,
And then your dad had some health issues, so then you were running the whole business. So you had lots going on, and
yeah. But
we're
we're
happy.
definitely thankful that he's through almost all of his health issues now, and he comes in to work with us every day, and we put
Oh,
more and more things on his plate to do all the time. So it gives some of our clients a lot of comfort too that have been his longtime clients that they're just excited to see that he's here and they can go in and talk to him and continue that relationship that he's had with some of them for, oh boy, for over 30 years.
yeah. Oh, that's terrific. He's a great guy. So, and I was thinking too, you wouldn't think as a CPA the word comfort would come to mind, but it truly is when you know that things are taken care of and everything is good to go. There's a huge comfort in that. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, how can people find you?
Like you said before, we are 1 block west of the square here in Wadsworth on North Pardee Street. So we're right next door to Wadsworth Fish and next door to the garage. So we're between two great nonprofits that do a lot of good for the community. In Seville, we're on Park Avenue West, which is right near the intersection of Route 3 and 224. So if you know where World Truck is and the 2 hotels that are over there, we're right there across from World Truck. Um, Online, you can find us at careyandAssociatesinc.com, and on Facebook, we're at just Carey and Associates.
There you go. Well, Josh, thank you for all you do because you've been a huge community supporter and an advocate for so many businesses. So thank you for all you do. And thanks for going with the flow with all the changes in your life and coming out on top.
No problem at all. It's been fun. So every day's a new day, and we just look forward to all the challenges. So
Well, thank you, Josh, and we'll talk to you soon.
thank you, Janie. Have a great day.
You too. Good morning. I'm Janie Parrish with the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce. And today you are Zooming in with a longtime friend of mine, Lori Betts. And Lori is the El Presidente, how do you like that one, Lori, of the Hands Foundation. And Lori, you have been involved with the Hands Foundation for years and years.
I think I go back to like 1995. Hands Foundation is very near and dear to my heart, and I believe in it 100%.
Okay, so tell us, what is the mission of the Hands Foundation?
Okay, our mission is to take care of the seniors' quality of life and try to help them in Medina County and try to help them either with a warm and fuzzy wish or a greatly needed wish in their life at one time or another.
So tell us
So we do grant wishes.
I'm sorry, Lori, I just cut you right off. Tell us what is a
you did.
Fuzzy.
Oh,
tell us a warm and fuzzy wish.
Okay, it would be Mrs. Jones would love to take an airplane ride to go see her granddaughter graduating in New York. So a weekend trip getaway. So our wishes are $300, but to someone, $300 is a lot of money, and it would help them get to their destination and have a nice weekend.
Nice. And then,
And also, if a senior husband and wife wants to celebrate their 55-year anniversary, but in their budget, it doesn't allow them to go out to a nice meal at a nice restaurant, we could grant a wish for them to do so.
that is awesome. Now, tell us about an essential wish. You know, one that would make.
Oh,
their
now
life-
that's the sad part of it. Yeah, that's the sad part of it. So many people, seniors, are on strict budgets. So when, let's say, something happens, like if they have a leak in their bathroom faucet, or their kitchen garbage disposal just goes down, or car repairs. There are seniors out there who need car repairs so they can get to a job. I mean, our lives are so different. So, and then we've even granted people trying to get new wardrobes to go on to a new job interview. We help the people 65 and older. So there are a lot of people in our generation that are still working.
I would be one of them. I can joke with you, Lori, about that, but yeah, it's the truth. And
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
yes, and you know how people say about fixed incomes, and you know what, we're all on a fixed income. And but for a senior, it's a very
Definitely.
restricted income. So boy, and the hands.
I did my mother's budget for years. Go ahead.
And when did the, oh, you ought to be around us when we're together. So yep, we're talking all over each other. So anyway, so I'll try to be quiet a little bit more, Lori, because you've got this information down pat. How long has the Hands Foundation been around?
Okay, it started originally in 1995. Our founder, Don Simpson, a wonderful retiree at the time, he saw the need for these seniors, his friends, even in his circle of friends. You know, someone needed, like, let's say, a car repair. And he thought, what can the county do to help these poor seniors? And he pounded the pavement. I mean, he tried to get me on the board for years. And I dragged my feet because I thought, okay, I live in North Royalton, the store's in Brunswick. I don't want to go out to Sharon Center because that's where a lot of things were happening then. Because I want to head home at night. I don't want to head, back deep into Medina. So he finally got me to advertise in our newspaper, the Helping Hands newspaper that we put out 6 times a year. Now, see, I had to get everything in here, Janie, because we keep jumping. So he had me do an article, and I took an ad out, and then he said, you have to come on the board. You are the perfect candidate to be on the Hands Foundation board. So I went on it. I've been the president several times. I'm the president again. It's a wonderful, unique organization, nonprofit. We are not connected to any foundations, the big ones, that you're restricted, like American Red Cross, United Way. We are strictly on our own. And the community, the county, the support we get from everybody is just phenomenal.
So for example, how do you do a senior wish? How does that happen?
Well, that does have to be through a third party. Mrs. Jones just can't call up and say, I need a wish done. So what happens, she has to go through maybe her church, the Office for Older Adults. Someone else has to apply the wish for her. And it's only like a 1-page, just basics, your name, your phone number, what your need is. So we really have not turned down anybody unless we really knew history about it, that we know that maybe they were getting funding from different places, because we like to help as many people as we can. And we don't want to say, okay, Mrs. Jones, it's a year now, you get another wish. We just want to take care of as many as we can. Now,
how do you get your money to grant these wishes?
Well, Brunswick Eagles Club on Pearl Road, they have been a supporter. We have been their main charity, I would say, for at least 20 years plus. And when gaming went into effect and the state got involved, they said these Eagles, they do have to donate a portion of their profits, of their gaming profits, to an organization, charity. They have to pick and choose the main charity yearly, and they will get a percentage of the profit. So they have supported us for years and years. And I, in turn, you know, I give back to them. You know, I've been on that board. I've been the chaplain for many years, you know, giving back to them. So one hand washes the other. It's all teamwork. And as Joyce Giles always said, it's collaboration. You have to collaborate with your competitors, with your other people in the county, so you can help each other.
Boy, and isn't that the truth? Yeah. Now,
Oh,
I
yeah,
do
it
know that you have a fundraiser coming up that's been around for a while too.
Yes, it used to be like Swing into Spring back in the day. And back in the day, our first fundraiser was in Sharon Center. We had probably minimal people there. And I don't know figures, but we made minimal dollars. But we had the Pioca band play. So from there, it all grew. So this year we are doing summer on July 24th. If you want to attend, it's going to be $70 a person. It's going to be silent auction and a nice dinner and just camaraderie. So check your calendar for that. And then also sticking with our fundraisers, on September 12th, I am the chair of a breakfast reverse raffle. It's going to be at the Brunswick Eagles. It's going to be in the pavilion in case people are still affected with COVID. They have their issues that they don't want to be indoors. That's going to be on a Sunday morning for $20 a ticket and a chance to win $1,500. So put those dates down and check your calendars and see if you want to join us. And if you would, you can find us at hands-foundation.org.
The Hands Foundation has helped so many people over the years. I was on the board of the Hands Foundation.
Yes, you were, Janie. Yes,
Yeah.
you were. Yes.
And I can remember, because the board approves the senior wishes. It's not just, you know,
Correct.
somebody refers them and then they fill out an application. It goes through the board so that it's very well thought out and very vetted about to make sure that this is a legitimate referral. And I tell you, it's heartwarming. It's heartwarming to be on the board.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, and to well, I was just thinking, you know, like,
and I was just going to say, we keep it discreet because we don't
Yes.
want everybody to know everybody else's business.
right.
So we do not know names. We just know like which one, this is what they are, you know, referring. Sometimes we do like maybe 6 wishes a month, maybe double that another month. You know, it depends on the seasons of the year, you know, because different things happen. We used to do a big part of the market, but with the weather and with the vegetables coming and going, and with COVID, I don't even know if all the markets are kicking in this year.
Mhm. So yeah, it's a very important service that's provided, and the people who are part of this, a part of the board and helping with all of this, boy, you all have it in your hearts. And that's,
Oh, we do.
yeah.
And I just want to say one kudos to our good friend Cindy Schneider. God love her. I mean, she brought the hands to a high. So, and I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I don't want to get upset, but I mean, she was out there everywhere talking hands. And she just let everyone know all about us, and the support we got was phenomenal.
Mhm.
So kudos to her. And now Chrissy Waller, she is our executive director right now. But pro bono. I mean, she believes in the hands as much as I do and our board members. And so she does not want to see it to go into default. So we have a lot of good people that are on our board supporting.
Oh,
A lot of people behind the scenes.
yeah, with every nonprofit. Yeah, and especially the Hands Foundation. So is there a phone number that people can call to purchase
Yes.
tickets or, yeah,
They can call, I'm gonna give you 330-225-4242.
okay. So if they'd like to purchase tickets to either one or both of those fundraisers,
Okay, so, and I'm gonna give you my cell phone too, because they could call me for either one. 216-990-3739.
oh, well, Lori Betts, thank you so much for all you do for the Hands Foundation. And thanks for the Hands Foundation for all they do for our senior community. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Janie, and thanks for inviting me to do this today.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the Hands Foundation is certainly in my heart as well. And, you know, you just think as we're all approaching an age where you just don't know what's coming next, and you don't know when you're going to need help or where it's going to come from. And boy, that's what the Hands Foundation is all about.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
So thank you, Lori. Any closing remarks?
Yeah, well, and I just want to add too that we do produce publish the Helping Hands newspaper, and that comes out 6 times a year, and it's got wonderful educated articles. So we have a lot of great people who are continued support, and they just help the seniors as much as they can, and it's free advice. So make sure you are on our mailing list. If not, call the office. Do say I would like to receive your publications, and we'll put you on the list.
Okay, and it
And
is,
thanks everybody for supporting us.
yeah, it's a great publication too. Yeah, great articles, great information. How many are mailed out in Medina County?
I believe, because we did have to cut back, so I think there's like 6,000 that go out.
Wow, that's a lot.
6 times a year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Lori, well, thank you. And we're going to see you at the Summer Breezes on July 24th at the Oaks. And you know that meal's going to be great. And the
Delicious.
atmosphere.
Yes. And the atmosphere is gorgeous.
Yeah.
So come on, check your calendars and come on out.
Okay.
Thank you, Janie.
Thank you, Lori. Good morning. I'm Janie Parrish with the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce. And today you're zooming in with Kathy McDougall. And Kathy is the owner of Kathryn's Craft Closet, located just a titch off the square in beautiful downtown Wadsworth. So probably about a month ago, Kathy contacted me, she and her husband Henry, and they talked with me about doing a fundraiser for the chamber, but something that the community would really enjoy. So Kathy, take it away. Tell us about what you're doing.
For our fundraiser for the chamber, we decided that we would like to do like a painting fundraiser, and we're going to do this at the substation. And I'm going to put this and cover my face for a second, but we're going to do the clock tower from like the downtown Wadsworth clock tower. And it's going to be Monday, July 19th from 6:30 to 8:30 at the substation, because they have lots of seats available there, more than my place. The cost is $45, and it also includes an adult lemonade. So you can come and drink some adult lemonades and just have a good time. So it'll be a good time. So.
Kathy, I wanted to ask, what does the $45 include? We know it includes an adult lemonade. We like that.
It includes your materials for the painting, and then $20 goes to the chamber. So it would be including the fundraiser part, the materials instruction part, and then the adult lemonade.
And the canvas is included.
And the canvas, yeah, all the materials, yeah.
And all. Now, Kathy, I personally know that I am not a painter. Yeah. give me a bedroom wall, a living room wall, I'm good to go. But give me a canvas and I'm not. So explain how you can come out with a good looking picture.
Well, when I teach a class, we actually break it down into steps. We also break things down into shapes. It makes the process a lot easier. You don't have to be an artist. If you just kind of follow along with what I'm doing, you know, we always start like with the background, you know, and then after that, we start putting in some of the details, but it's actually easier than it looks. It's not that hard. I think the hardest thing on here was probably putting in the numbers of the clock tower. So it's like, they're like tiny, but that would be like the only thing that's like hard.
Okay.
Everything else is just a matter of lines and shapes and like the trees, you just kind of tap the leaves on, you know, they're not, you know, individually made. So we have techniques to get through it, and it's actually a pretty fun project.
So we would end up with a picture suitable for hanging in our home that we wouldn't be embarrassed about.
Yes, that is the plan.
Well, I think that just sounds like just such a great idea. And to have, because, you know, that's become such an icon in Wadsworth too, you know, and it looks beautiful. I think anybody would be happy to hang that in their home with your instruction. Yeah, and I have to tell you, I really appreciate your idea of coming up with a fundraiser for the chamber, because we are a nonprofit and we do rely on dues and fundraisers. So that was really kind of you to get involved with us like that. So we appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, so that's Monday, July 19th, 6:30 to 8:30. So 2 hours of just a lot of giggles, I would imagine, especially including the adult lemonade. Yeah. And you just come and you show up, you know, you register ahead of time. Yeah. And yeah, and you can register on Kathryn's Craft Closet. We also, for the chamber, sent it out with the link. And or if you need to let us know if you're having trouble registering. Although I want to tell you, if you're having trouble registering, this might not be a class for you. I'm teasing. We like to have a good time, and that's for sure. Okay, so I think this sounds like a great evening. And also tell us a little bit about Kathryn's Craft Closet. What other classes that you offer during the summer months?
Right now, I think we're doing a clay class for kids. I actually have an adult clay class coming up. I think at the end of the month, we're going to be making a wind chime, which they are pretty cool. I made one and it chimes very nicely. We do other painting classes. We've done wood signs, string art. I think next month I have a string art class. It was something we did during our kids' summer camp, and the parents loved it so well. I thought, well, maybe we'll put it out there. Maybe more people might be interested in it. But it's really cute. I should have brought it back over here with me, but
you do such fun things at Kathryn's Craft Closet. Yeah, it's always lots going on when you go in there and lots to look at.
We try to keep it, you know, interesting. You know, each time you come in, that maybe there's something different, so you won't get bored with what we have all the time.
Sure. So. Okay. Well, hold up that clock tower painting one more time so everybody can get excited about it. Okay. So anyway, so we're going to be seeing you there. I think that is just gorgeous. I just think what a nice memorabilia for yourself from Wadsworth. So thank you for doing that. And we will see you on Monday, July 19th, 6:30 to 8:30 at the substation with an adult lemonade in your hands.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you so much.